Hey, how's it going guys? Blackouts here and welcome back to another brand new video. Now today we have something really important that I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys, which is basically regarding Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now of course this is not a good news. There's a lot of bad news in this video, but there is a little bit of a good news, which is Assassin's Creed Valhalla is of course releasing on November 14th and the game is not yet delayed. So that is going to be the only good news because we have a ton of bad news that we're going to be covering in this video. Now this information is actually coming from a Reddit user named Dave M8686. Now chat, what really happened is that this guy Dave on Reddit, he pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the Xbox Collector's Edition. Now of course we know what you're going to be getting in the Collector's Edition. You're going to be getting the game and a bunch of goodies which you can collect basically, but unfortunately Ubisoft has kind of changed up a little things. Now you're not going to be getting a physical copy of the game according to what Dave here has to say, and not just Dave, but there are a lot of people who say that Ubisoft has now removed the physical copy of the game and they're going to be giving out the digital version of the game only. So there's not going to be any physical disc inside the box. So they're just going to give you guys a box with no actual disc, but they will give you like a game's downloadable code which you'll have to basically download the digital version of the game. That's what this thread says on Reddit. So I'll just go on and read it out for you guys so you can know like what this exactly means. Now here on Reddit thread, Dave says that did anyone else receive this email from Ubisoft today which says thank you for pre-ordering Assassin's Creed Valhalla store exclusive collector's edition on Xbox. We wanted to inform you that this edition has been updated to include a digital version of the game instead of a disc version, which means that Ubisoft has now completely removed the disc version of the game and they're now instead giving him a digital version of the game. Maybe I think they're going to be giving like a game code which you can activate on your Xbox or on your PlayStation 4. Now this is not just for the Xbox versions, okay? This is happening for both PS4 as well as for Xbox versions because we have actual proofs from scientists here, because we now have another update from Dave here who basically says that he tried to contact Ubisoft support and they have now replied to him saying that this is the same for the PlayStation 4 version as well, and he said that maybe you could give me a physical copy for PlayStation if you can't deliver the physical for Xbox version. And Ubisoft replied to him and they said no, it's not going to be possible. We're going to be doing the same for both PlayStation 4 as well as for the Xbox version. So we're going to be giving out the digital version of the game and not the physical version. Now that is a huge bummer to be honest, because I'm really pissed that you're not going to be getting a disc inside the collector's edition even if you have pre-ordered collector's edition, because of course there's no point in getting a collector's edition when you don't actually have a disc to collect, right? Like that really doesn't make sense. Ubisoft, you guys are watching this is absolute bullshit on whatever you guys are doing right now, okay? Now Dave here from Reddit, he also updated stating that he asked Ubisoft, especially since he's not really satisfied that they're not giving any physical versions of the game, and that's something that he wanted to pre-order for, and he wants to get a refund because he doesn't want to have the digital version of the game. And it seems fair and square because not everyone has good internet, because not everyone's going to be able to download hundreds of gigabytes of game just in order to be able to play that on day one, because that's when everybody wants to play, and that's the reason you're obviously going to be pre-ordering a game, so you could actually get the game and start playing it rather than just wasting your time trying to download it on the digital version if you don't have a good internet. And it seems pretty fair that Dave asked Ubisoft to give him a refund for this game, and guess what? Ubisoft just slapped him right in the balls and they said no, we're not going to be giving you a refund for this game. You're going to be stuck with it. You're going to have the digital version forever, and that's pretty much it. That's the deal you get, and it's not changing anytime soon. Now Dave also updated once again. He's given us an update too here where he basically said that Ubisoft has now confirmed that an empty steelbook will still be included in the pack. I've pushed for a partial refund in order to buy a disc copy of the game or a physical copy to be sent even as a separate package. I've explained that not everyone has unlimited downloads or decent internet, and the fact that the other versions are going out as disc proves there's no issues with the disc. So there's no reason to send one other than their rubbish reasons for ensuring that the physical content arrives in time. Apparently they're not worried about the physical discs arriving in time, I guess. So now it seems like Ubisoft has made some kind of a false promise here when it comes to Collector's Edition, because previously they said that you will actually be able to get a disc. Like when you pre-order a physical version of the game, then obviously you would expect to have a disc, right? Like why would you want to pre-order a physical version if you want to get digital version of the game? Like you could literally just go on and buy the game from the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store, and you could instantly get the game on release. Whereas the sacrifice which takes for the physical version is that the game takes a couple of days after launch for you to actually get it in like your mail or whatever. So a couple of days is already punishing, and now Ubisoft says that even if you have pre-ordered like the physical version of the game, you're not going to be getting the disc inside the box. You're just going to be getting a steel box, but there will be no disc inside it, but you will rather have a code in which you will have to download the digital version of the game, which to be honest is pretty scummy. Even after Dave asked them that he wants to like get a refund because he doesn't want to download the game, and Ubisoft basically slapped him in the nuts and said no, that's not going to be happening, which is also really disappointing when it comes to Ubisoft, because I have never experienced something like this with Ubisoft games before, man. Like, this is the first time I'm going through something like this, or even hearing about what's been going on with the pre-order editions or the issues that Ubisoft has with pre-orders right now. Now, at first I thought that maybe they received some kind of a spam email. It's maybe not Ubisoft themselves. So I went onto the official Ubisoft store website where you could actually pre-order the game, and here I could see that Ubisoft has removed the check mark which basically says you get a unique steelbook edition in the collector's edition, ultimate edition, and as well as the standard edition. So they basically said that you're not going to be getting like the steel box, and also it seems like you're not going to be getting a disc inside the physical box, which is really disappointing, man. I don't really understand what's the actual meaning of buying a physical version or a collector's edition. Like, you want to basically show off your collections, you want to have your collection where you have a disc of the game, but when you're paying so much money and you don't really get a disc inside the collector's edition, that's really messed up, dude. I have never seen any other companies do like this before. I really hope that this was some kind of a mistake, or maybe Ubisoft could figure this out and maybe help this poor dude, or maybe give him a refund, because a lot of people are going to be pissed after what they've been doing lately, and I think that we need justice. Let me know in the comments down below on which edition are you guys going to be buying for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Are you going for the physical version, or are you going for the digital version? Or if you are going for the collector's edition, obviously just know that you're not going to be getting a disc inside the box. You're just going to be getting a plain box with a code of the game inside it. So that's how it works according to what Ubisoft has currently made some changes right now, and as well as what people have been saying about this on Reddit posts. And also let me know in the comments if you guys have received this email which Dave says that he has received. And I've also seen that a lot of people in the comments of this Reddit post have also said that they've also received the same email, which basically says that their collector's edition or the physical edition, whatever they were pre-ordered, have now been changed up to like a digital version of the game. So they're not going to be getting a physical copy of the game, which is really unfortunate. So I would love to know if this is just these guys, or maybe some of you guys have also experienced this. Just make sure that you guys go ahead and check your mails to see if you have received any mails like this, if you have pre-ordered a physical version of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. With that being said, I just wanted to quickly go ahead and make this video so I could let the community know on what's really going on with Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Ubisoft itself, because I love this game. I love Ubisoft. I love all the games they've made so far, and I want nothing but best for Ubisoft and all the Assassin's Creed games that they've been releasing, because I am a huge fan of Assassin's Creed games, and you guys already know it, which is why I'm going to be covering that game right here on this channel. And if you guys are looking for a YouTube channel that covers Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Cyberpunk 2077, these two are the open world games, RPG games that I cover on this channel. So everything you guys basically need about this games will be firstly available on my channel, so make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and turn that little bell notification on, because if you don't, then you guys won't be receiving any of the notifications on my daily videos. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. And with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, then make sure to go ahead and leave a like, because that really helps me out as a creator as well as for my videos and my channel. So please take a few seconds of your life and make sure to smack that like rating. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed day, lads, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Till then, take care, fans, and goodbye.